Have you ever felt like something big was about to happen in your life, but you couldn't quite explain why? Maybe you've noticed strange patterns, vivid dreams, or an unusual pull toward new experiences. These aren't coincidences. They are powerful signs that your subconscious mind is preparing you for transformation. If this is happening to you, don't ignore it, because it means your life is about to change in ways you can't even imagine. In today's video, I'll walk you through 30 clear signs and experiences that show you're on the brink of a breakthrough. Each one comes with actionable steps, practical tips, and deep insights, so you can align with this shift consciously, instead of resisting it. Whether you're interested in manifestation, meditation, flow state, or reprogramming your subconscious for abundance, this is for you. Stay with me until the end, because these signs often build on one another, and the last few may shock you. They're the kind of signals most people overlook, but they're the exact moments when your reality begins to shift. So let's dive right into the first sign. Restlessness can feel uncomfortable, but it's actually a powerful indicator that your subconscious mind is nudging you forward. When your life is about to change, your old routines no longer satisfy you. You might wake up with a feeling that something is missing, even if nothing in your external world has changed. This restlessness is your inner self saying, "It's time to evolve." Think about the times you've outgrown a job, a relationship, or even a lifestyle. At first everything felt fine, but then one day you started noticing boredom, irritability, or even physical unease. That's not random. It's your subconscious creating discomfort to push you toward alignment with a new path. If you're feeling restless right now, don't suppress it with distractions like scrolling endlessly or numbing yourself with habits. Instead, lean in. Journaling, meditation, and mindful walks are excellent ways to decode what your restlessness is trying to tell you. Often, the answer is already within you. You just need silence to hear it. Transitioning from restlessness to clarity takes courage, but here's the good news. That restless energy can be channeled into action. Use it to set small intentions daily. For example, ask yourself, what is one new thing I can do today to expand my growth? Each small step builds momentum, moving you from stagnation into flow. Another sign that your life is about to change is when your old habits no longer feel good. Maybe the late nights binge-watching shows don't bring the same satisfaction, or hanging out with certain friends leaves you drained instead of energized. What once felt normal now feels heavy. This discomfort is your subconscious mind rejecting patterns that no longer serve your higher self. For example, someone shifting into an abundance mindset might suddenly find that gossip or negativity feels unbearable. It's not about being judgmental, it's about energetic alignment. You're simply no longer a match for old vibrations. To navigate this phase, practice self-compassion. Don't shame yourself for having old habits, but also don't cling to them out of fear. A practical tip is to replace rather than remove. If you're trying to stop scrolling social media before bed, replace that time with a short meditation or visualization exercise. That way, your subconscious learns a new, empowering routine. As you shed these old patterns, remind yourself that discomfort equals growth. You are literally reprogramming your subconscious, and that's why it feels so different. Instead of resisting the change, ask what new habit aligns with the future version of me. That single question can guide your evolution effortlessly. Have you been noticing repeating numbers like 1111, 222, or 333? These aren't random. They're synchronicities. When you repeatedly see these patterns, it's a sign that you're in alignment with higher frequencies. The universe is showing you that you're on the right path. For example, imagine you're debating a big life decision, like switching careers or moving to a new city. Suddenly you keep seeing 111 or 555 on clocks, receipts, or license plates. That's not coincidence. It's your subconscious mind working with universal energy to validate your direction. When you see repeating numbers, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what was I just thinking about? Often, the number appears as confirmation of your thoughts. Keeping a synchronicity journal can help you connect the dots and understand the patterns more clearly. Transitioning into this awareness puts you in flow state. Instead of brushing off signs as coincidence, you begin to see life as a conversation between you and the universe. That's when manifestation becomes effortless. because you're finally paying attention to the language of alignment. When your subconscious is preparing you for transformation, one of the first places you'll notice it is in your dreams. Suddenly, your dreams become more colorful, detailed, and emotionally intense. You might dream of people from your past, unfamiliar places, or symbolic events. These are not random. They are your subconscious mind working overtime to process change. Think of dreams as your mind's private rehearsal space. For example, someone manifesting a new career might dream of walking into a completely different office building, or a person focusing on love might dream about meeting someone new. Your subconscious uses these scenarios to help you integrate possibilities before they show up in the physical world. To harness the power of vivid dreams, keep a dream journal beside your bed. Write down as much detail as possible as soon as you wake up. Over time, you'll start to notice recurring themes or symbols. These patterns are often direct messages from your subconscious, guiding you toward your next step in growth. Don't dismiss vivid dreams as just dreams. Instead, see them as a dialogue between your conscious and subconscious mind. When you honor them by writing them down and reflecting on them, you accelerate your manifestation process and step more easily into the flow state. One of the clearest signs your life is about to change is when you suddenly feel detached from people who used to be central to your world. It's not that you dislike them, it's simply that your energy no longer resonates with theirs. Conversations that once excited you may now feel empty, and being around certain individuals may even feel draining. This is a natural part of spiritual and personal growth. Imagine your life as a radio station. When you tune to a higher frequency, not everyone comes with you. For example, someone who is committed to an abundance mindset might find it harder to connect with friends who constantly complain about scarcity. Instead of forcing old connections, honor the shift. Spend more time with people who inspire you, even if it's through books, podcasts, or online communities at first. This doesn't mean cutting people out harshly. It simply means aligning your energy with those who help you grow. Remember, detachment isn't rejection, it's redirection. By allowing relationships to naturally shift, you create space for soul-aligned connections to enter your life. This is how the universe ensures you're supported on your journey of manifestation and transformation. Another powerful sign of transformation is when you experience sudden bursts of energy or motivation. Out of nowhere, you might feel like cleaning your space, starting a new project, or diving into a passion you've ignored for years. This energy surge isn't random. It's your subconscious clearing resistance so you can step into alignment. Think about the times you've had the urge to reorganize your entire room at 10 p.m., or suddenly got inspired to start journaling daily. These impulses are more than just random moods. They're your inner self preparing the external environment for the internal shifts already happening. When these bursts of energy hit, don't ignore them. Instead of telling yourself, "I'll do it later," ride the momentum. Whether it's writing down new goals, meditating for 15 minutes, or decluttering your desk, acting on that energy anchors the transformation into reality. The key is to recognize that these bursts of motivation are signs of alignment. They are proof that you're moving closer to flow state, where effort feels effortless and inspiration comes naturally. By honoring these moments, you build momentum toward your new reality. When your life is preparing for a breakthrough, unexpected opportunities start appearing in your reality. It might be a new job offer, a chance to collaborate, or even a random conversation with someone who shares exactly the wisdom you needed to hear. These aren't coincidences. They're manifestations of your subconscious aligning with the flow of abundance. Think about it. How many times have you been thinking about making a change, and suddenly an offer or idea popped into your world out of nowhere? For example, if you've been visualizing financial growth, you might randomly get invited to a networking event or stumble across a business idea. These opportunities are the universe's way of nudging you forward. Train yourself to recognize and act on these opportunities. The key is not to overthink. When a door opens, walk through it. Even if it doesn't feel like the perfect opportunity, it often leads to connections or lessons that accelerate your growth. Manifestation works through action, not hesitation. The more you start saying yes to aligned opportunities, the more doors will continue opening. This is how you move from scarcity to flow, by trusting that every opportunity appearing now is part of the bigger design of your transformation. Another sign of deep inner change is heightened sensitivity to your surroundings. Crowded, noisy, or negative spaces suddenly feel unbearable, while peaceful, nature-filled, or high-vibe environments feel nourishing. This isn't just personal preference. It's your subconscious guiding you to protect and raise your frequency. For instance, you may notice that spending time in nature feels more grounding than ever before, or you might leave a social gathering feeling completely drained because the conversations were rooted in fear, gossip, or scarcity. These reactions are signs that your energetic body is evolving. Start curating your environment consciously. Declutter your living space, light a candle before meditation, or spend more time outdoors. Even small shifts, like playing calming music, or practicing deep breathing when you enter stressful environments, can help you maintain your inner balance. As your sensitivity grows, you'll naturally gravitate toward spaces and people who lift you higher. This isn't a weakness, it's a sign of alignment. You're learning that your energy is your most valuable resource, and protecting it accelerates your journey into flow and abundance. When your subconscious is rewiring, old beliefs start to feel shaky. You begin questioning the stories you've been told about money, success, relationships, and even yourself. This might feel unsettling, but it's actually a crucial step in manifestation and mind reprogramming. For example, someone who grew up believing money is hard to earn might suddenly notice how that belief has shaped their life. Or someone who believed, "I'm not good enough," may begin to realize it was just a subconscious program picked up from childhood. This questioning is the first step toward breaking free. When you catch yourself questioning, don't panic. Instead, write the belief down and ask, is this absolutely true, or is it just a story I've carried? Once you see it as a story, you can replace it with an empowering belief, like money flows easily to me, or I am worthy of love and abundance. Questioning old beliefs is like cleaning out your mental closet. At first it feels messy, but soon you realize you're creating space for new, empowering patterns to emerge. And that's how you step into a new reality consciously, instead of living on autopilot. One of the most fascinating signs that your life is shifting is how you begin to experience time differently. Some days might feel like they fly by in an instant, while others seem to stretch endlessly. This isn't your imagination, it's your awareness expanding beyond linear time. When you enter flow state, for example, time becomes elastic. You could spend hours journaling, meditating, or working on a passion project, yet it feels like only minutes have passed. On the flip side, a single moment of deep realization might feel so rich that it seems to last forever. This is a sign you're stepping into higher states of consciousness. Instead of trying to control time, learn to observe it. When time feels fast, it usually means you're aligned and in flow. When it feels slow, it's often a signal to pause, reflect, or integrate a lesson. Practicing mindfulness, simply noticing your breath and surroundings, helps you anchor into the present moment, where transformation truly happens. By embracing the shifting perception of time, you'll notice that your reality begins to feel more fluid. This is your subconscious mind teaching you that growth isn't measured by hours or days, it's measured by alignment with your higher self. Another undeniable sign that your life is about to change is when new people start showing up at exactly the right moment. These are often individuals who share your values, inspire you, or open doors to opportunities you never considered before. It's as if the universe is rearranging your social circle to match your new frequency. For example, you might strike up a conversation with someone at a coffee shop who happens to work in the very field you've been manifesting a career in. Or you might suddenly meet a friend who introduces you to meditation, abundance practices, or new ideas that resonate deeply with where you're headed. When these new connections appear, don't brush them off as random. Instead, remain open and curious. Ask questions, share your vision, and allow relationships to unfold naturally. These connections often carry lessons, opportunities, or even lifelong friendships that align with your growth. The people you attract mirror your current vibration, so when aligned, inspiring individuals begin entering your life, it's proof that your subconscious has shifted and your manifestation power is amplifying. One of the strongest signs of inner transformation is when your intuition becomes impossible to ignore. That quiet inner voice that used to whisper now speaks clearly, and often with urgency. You may suddenly just know which choice is right, even without logical evidence. For example, You might feel an unshakable pull to apply for a certain job, start a new hobby, or avoid a situation that doesn't feel right. Later, you often discover your intuition was spot on. This isn't magic. It's your subconscious processing information faster than your conscious mind and guiding you toward alignment. Strengthen your intuition through meditation and stillness. Spend a few minutes each day sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and asking your inner self simple yes or no questions. Over time, you'll notice that your intuition speaks through sensations, like a sense of peace, warmth, or expansion when something is right, and tightness or unease when something isn't. As you begin trusting your intuition more, your decisions become easier, faster, and more aligned. The more you act on your inner guidance, the more clearly your subconscious communicates with you. When your subconscious is preparing you for transformation, you may notice yourself craving silence and solitude more than usual. Loud gatherings, constant chatter, or endless notifications might suddenly feel overwhelming. Instead, you long for stillness, because deep down you know that's where clarity emerges. This isn't about isolation, it's about integration. When your inner world is shifting, your mind and body need downtime to process the change. Just like a computer installing new software, your system requires quiet space to reboot and update. Silence allows your subconscious to reprogram itself without external distractions. Schedule intentional quiet time each day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Turn off your phone, dim the lights, and sit in silence. If complete stillness feels uncomfortable at first, try breath awareness or guided meditation. Over time, you'll notice that the silence feels nourishing rather than strange. The more you honor your need for solitude, the more grounded and aligned you'll feel. This craving is not a retreat from life. It's preparation to re-enter it with renewed clarity, energy, and purpose. Another sign of change is when you suddenly stop clinging to material possessions. The clothes you once loved might feel unnecessary, or the gadgets you collected may no longer bring joy. This isn't about minimalism for its own sake. It's about your subconscious detaching from the old frequency of needing and moving into the frequency of being. For example, many people notice this shift when they begin practicing manifestation. They realize that abundance isn't about collecting things. It's about aligning with the energy of having enough. As a result, they may naturally feel lighter donating items, decluttering their homes, or simplifying their lifestyles. Instead of forcing decluttering, let it happen intuitively. Ask yourself, does this object still carry energy that supports my growth? If the answer is no, thank it and release it. This practice not only clears your physical space, but also signals to your subconscious that you're ready for new opportunities to flow in. By releasing attachment to material things, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. I trust abundance to flow to me. This trust creates space for higher vibrational experiences, relationships, and opportunities to enter your life. One of the most intense signs of transformation is emotional fluctuation. You might feel euphoric and inspired one day, only to feel heavy and sad the next. This doesn't mean you're failing. It means your subconscious is clearing old emotions and making space for new energy. Think of it like a detox. Just as your body purges toxins when you switch to a healthier diet, your mind and emotions purge outdated patterns when you shift to a higher frequency. That's why manifestation journeys often come with waves of joy, followed by moments of tears or frustration. Don't resist these ups and downs. Instead, practice emotional awareness. When a heavy emotion arises, allow yourself to feel it fully without judgment. Journaling, breathwork, or even mindful movement like yoga can help you process emotions without suppressing them. Emotional swings are proof that deep healing is taking place. The more you allow the waves to flow through you, the more quickly you'll find yourself returning to balance. Remember, your subconscious is clearing the old so that your new reality can fully emerge. Have you ever been thinking about something deeply, and suddenly a song lyric, a random conversation, or even a social media post delivers the exact words you needed to hear? These synchronicities are not coincidences. They are signals from your subconscious and the universe working together to affirm your path. For example, you might be wondering whether to take a leap into a new project, and then hear a podcast host say, "Sometimes you just have to jump." Or you're manifesting love and suddenly a movie character speaks the exact phrase you've been journaling about. These moments act like cosmic winks, guiding you forward. Pay attention to these messages, instead of dismissing them. Keep a synchronicity log where you jot down the words, phrases, or songs that repeat in your reality. Over time, you'll notice patterns emerging, patterns that reveal what your subconscious and the universe are aligning you toward. When you start recognizing synchronicities, you move into flow state. Life begins to feel less random and more like a dialogue. And the more you acknowledge the messages, the more frequently they appear, accelerating your transformation. Another sign of upcoming change is a sudden curiosity for new information. You might find yourself craving books, podcasts, or videos about meditation, manifestation, neuroscience, or spiritual growth. This hunger for knowledge isn't just intellectual. It's your subconscious signaling that you're ready to evolve. Before a major shift, your mind expands to prepare for the new reality. For instance, someone manifesting financial freedom may suddenly feel compelled to study abundance mindset or money psychology. Another person seeking inner peace may stumble across teachings on mindfulness or breathwork at just the right time. Follow your curiosity wherever it leads. Don't pressure yourself to master everything at once. Just engage with what excites you. Even 15 minutes a day of reading, listening, or journaling can reprogram your subconscious by planting new seeds of possibility. The more you lean into this desire for knowledge, the faster you grow. Remember, your subconscious guides you toward the resources you're ready for, so trust the pull, because it's part of your transformation blueprint. One of the subtler but powerful signs of transformation is when your sleep changes. You may find yourself waking up at odd hours, especially around 2-4 a.m. This is often called the spiritual awakening window, when your subconscious is most active. For example, you might wake up in the middle of the night with a sudden idea, memory, or strong emotion. Instead of being frustrated, recognize this as your subconscious mind processing deep shifts. It's literally rewiring while you sleep. If your sleep is disrupted, don't fight it. Keep a notebook or voice recorder by your bed to capture thoughts or dreams that surface at night. Often these late-night downloads contain valuable insights or guidance for your manifestation journey. Over time, your sleep will stabilize as your subconscious integrates the changes, but during the transition, honor your body with rest, hydration, and gentle routines. These small steps help your system adjust while keeping your energy balanced. One of the clearest indicators that your subconscious is shifting is when you start noticing your inner dialogue. Thoughts you once accepted without question, like "I'm not good enough," or "things never work out for me," suddenly sound louder and more obvious. This isn't a setback, it's a breakthrough. Awareness is always the first step toward change. You can't reprogram a belief you don't even realize is running. So when you catch yourself in negative self-talk, it's actually proof that your subconscious is coming to the surface, asking to be reprogrammed. For example, if you've been manifesting abundance, but hear yourself saying, "I'll never afford that," you've just discovered the block that needs replacing. When you notice negative self-talk, pause and gently replace it with an empowering statement. If you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," shift it to, "I'm learning to figure this out." You don't have to jump straight to unrealistic affirmations. Just create a bridge toward a more empowering belief. The more you become aware of and reframe negative self-talk, the faster your subconscious rewires. Over time, the harsh voice fades and is replaced by thoughts that align with your abundance mindset and manifestation goals. Another powerful but sometimes uncomfortable sign of transformation is when old wounds, memories, or traumas resurface. You might suddenly recall something from your past that you thought you had moved on from. But here's the truth: these experiences resurface because they're finally ready to be healed and released. Think of your subconscious like a storage room. For years, it may have tucked painful memories into the back corner, but when you're ready to grow, those boxes are pulled out so you can face them with new awareness and strength. For example, someone manifesting love might suddenly revisit childhood patterns of abandonment, not as punishment, but as preparation for a healthier relationship. When old pain surfaces, resist the urge to suppress it. Instead, meet it with compassion. Journaling, therapy, meditation, or somatic practices like breathwork are powerful tools for releasing stuck energy. "This is leaving my system because I am ready for something greater." Healing old wounds can feel heavy, but it's one of the most liberating steps in your transformation. Once you clear those emotional blocks, you'll notice that manifestation flows more easily, because your subconscious is no longer weighed down by the past. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can embody when your life is about to change. You may notice yourself feeling grateful for no specific reason. You'll find joy in simple things, the warmth of sunlight, a stranger's smile, or even the breath in your lungs. This spontaneous gratitude is a clear sign that your subconscious has shifted into abundance frequency. For example, you might catch yourself smiling at the thought of your morning coffee, or feeling deeply thankful while sitting in silence. These moments show that your subconscious is tuning into the present moment, where true manifestation power lies. Gratitude, after all, is the frequency of receiving. Amplify this natural gratitude by creating a daily practice. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. This trains your subconscious to scan for the good in your life, reprogramming your mind toward abundance and flow. The more you live in gratitude, the faster your outer world shifts to match it. Opportunities, relationships, and resources begin flowing your way, not because you're chasing them, but because your subconscious is aligned with the vibration of having enough.